Hey there, BZ people, and welcome to another episode of the Pokemon Black Chainlocke. Don't forget, if we can get 10 likes on this video, we will get a bonus episode of the Chainlocke next week. Also, don't forget, if you want to see this streaming live, I do this for about an hour and a half every Tuesday morning at 7:30 Central Time. Let's get busy and get to the video. Hey there, BZ people, and welcome to my third stream in the Pokemon Black Chainlocke. So, in case you're not remembering exactly how the rules work for the Chainlocke, it goes like this. You cannot catch a Pokemon that you do not have a type that matches the type that's in your party. For example, I'll just go ahead and bring my party up. And as you can see, we have Iceberg the Lapras, Blaster the Blastoise, Paul the Chatot, and Mikey the Smeargle. So with this team that we have here, we can catch any water, ice, normal, or flying types that we come across, as long as that's the first encounter we have on that route that matches our chain. And obviously if it faints, we don't get another try. And don't forget that if a Pokemon faints on my team, it is considered gone. We experienced that rule quite a bit last episode. We lost Storm the Wingull to a Blitzel Shockwave. We lost Beartick to a Wild Genesect, Chillax the Beartick. And we lost, I don't even remember what our little pup's name was or how we lost him. I know it was sad because I really wanted to use Little Pup. But anyway, last stream we got our first gym badge, made our way to the next town where we're going to be about to get our second gym badge. We'll go over our team, and then I have something a little special I want to show you guys. So we do have Lapras, Water Pulse, Confuse Ray, Sing, and Ice Shard, holding the Deep Sea Tooth to boost his special attack. We have Blaster the Blastoise with Bite, Cut, Water Gun, and Razor Shell. We have Paul the Chatot with Peck, Sing, Mirror Move, Night Slash, holding the King's Rock to hopefully get some flinches because he's a speedy little bird. And we have Mikey the Smeargle with Water Gun, Night Slash, and Razor Shell. And raising Mikey has been very difficult. He's not the strongest Pokemon, can't deal a whole lot of damage. Hopefully we can change that by getting some good moves on him. So we're going to go ahead and take on the second gym and see how much further we can get than that today. But I do have something that I found while grinding in between episodes. I found a Helix fossil, so we can go to the museum, revive this, and add this Pokemon onto our team and onto our chains. So let's go ahead and head to the gym. If you are in the stream, say hello in chat. I love hanging out with you guys. So the gym is back over here. And oh, N was already in the gym apparently. I want to see things no one can see. The ideals of Pokemon inside of Pokeballs. The truth of how trainers should be. And a future where Pokemon have become perfect. Sure. That's so. I think my friends and I should test you to see if you could see this future too. Okay, that's an interesting way to get it into a Pokemon battle, but let's see what N has for us. He's got 3 Pokemon. And the first one is Agathita. I'm pretty sure whatever I send out should be okay with dealing with this. Especially at level 13. I did grind my team up to the 17-18 area because I went online, I checked, and the gym leader here has its lowest Pokemon is level 18, so I figured if I got up to about that level, we should be okay. Going in with what we had would have been bad for us, I think. But we should be good now. So one of the things I want to talk about in today's stream is something that's been going on with my channel. Zim and I have been dealing with this for a while, and I want to know if you guys have had to deal with anything like this as well. It seems like whenever we post one of our videos into a whenever we post one of our videos onto a Google Plus community, it seems like someone is marking it as spam, and as a result of that, Google keeps suspending our Google Plus account so that we can't even post to our own page, let alone to any community. And personally, I kind of feel like that's BS because, one, that's our only means of advertising. We never post any video more than once, and a lot of those communities have requested that we join them, and not the other way around. So I don't know. And Google keeps ignoring all of our appeals, even though one time they said that they were going to end the suspension, and sounded like they were going to go along with our appeal, and then they completely reversed it and decided not to. So yeah, I don't know. I'm really annoyed by the way Google's handling this, and I want to know if any of you who are content creators or just plain people who enjoy going on to Google and participating in their communities and stuff, has Google ever blocked or banned you, or have you ever been blocked or banned by a community? You know, I don't know. I don't feel that it's right the way that Google's handling this, and I think that they should actually listen to the arguments, or not necessarily arguments, but the defense of the people that they're banning, and not just, oh, well, someone said you were spam, so we're going to trust them over you. Right now, my friends aren't strong enough to save all Pokemon. Maybe I can't solve the equation that will change the world, so I need power. Power enough to make anyone agree with me. Well, that right there is your problem, and you don't need power. You need a better argument, I guess. Now I know what power I need. Zekrom, the legendary Pokemon that, along with the hero, created the Unova region. It's my turn to become that hero, and you and I will be friends. Is he talking about me or about Zekrom? I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to see what this fossil is going to be. And then we will go ahead and start this gym challenge. The fossil you gave me turned into a Pokemon. This is why not. Please take good care of it. So we got a why not, which, you know, since we could teach it any TM, HM, anything like that, it might not be completely terrible. It does have really high defense. It's a psychic type, so it gives us access to psychic type Pokemon. I'm going to name you Lockender. Because everyone knows Wobbuffets and Wynots are Lockenders, or at least they can be. So let's go ahead and take a peek at our Lockender. I don't know what level it'll be. It's level 25. Okay, I kind of wish it was not a Wynot now. It has Counter, Mirror Coast, Safeguard, and Destiny Bond. Actually, show me your stats once more. Are there any TMs that would be good on you? Maybe a special attack. So I could teach you Razor Shell. I think I'm going to leave him on the party for now for the chain. I want to wait to see what you BZ people say about using this why not, or just using them as a chain.
Wow, whenever I look at this skeleton, I'm fascinated. Welcome, I'm Hawes, the assistant director. Since you were kind enough to visit, I'll give you a tour of the museum.
I just want to go face the gym.
This skeleton is of a dragon-type Pokemon. There's a theory that it had an accident while it was flying around the world, and so it became a fossil.
I hope I don't have an accident that turns me into a fossil.
This rock is amazing. It's a meteorite. It contains some kind of energy from space. Oh, this is an ordinary old stone. It was found near the desert, but other than the fact that it's old, it doesn't seem to have any value. We only display it because it's rather pretty to look at.
Yeah, it's a round rock.
The Pokemon gym is just beyond here. And at the end of the gym, a very strong and kind gym leader is waiting. By the way, the gym leader Lenora happens to be my wife. Oh, she's so wonderful. She lets me work here, and she does the battling to bring in the money to keep the museum open. Oh, it's just fantastic.
A Pokemon gym where a leader waits for a challenger at the back of the museum. It has a great atmosphere, doesn't it? So, I will give this to you. You got fresh water. Free heals, not going to complain. Speaking of which, I should check on my, see how we're doing on meds. Let's see here, meds. Oh, we have cheater dance? I should definitely teach that to someone. Fresh water, 5 super potions, and 5 potions. We should be okay. I sell that sacred ash, or I could use it. It's like a revive. Ooh, I could use that as a counter token, like I did in my first Pokemon Nuzlocke. I hang around the Nackering gym all the time. People call me a bookworm. I'll warn you now, I'm strong because I spend my entire day either reading books or training Pokemon. I can see it. You can get a lot of knowledge and strategy from reading books, and training Pokemon, that's a great way to get more powerful. And we face off against a level 17 Spinarak, so I feel confident that I didn't overlevel my Pokemon at all. Iceberg, can you take him out with a Water Pulse? Or 2? Maybe 2? So one thing I've noticed about Pokemon Black, at least thus far, is that it seems like all, or at least a lot of the Pokemon gyms are dual purpose. Like, for example, the first one, it was also a restaurant. That's really, really cool. The second one here, it's a library slash museum. And I don't know if this holds true for all the gyms in this region. I know at least one of them is an amusement park, and there's one that's a fashion runway house type thing. So let me know what your favorite... Oh, Body Slam. Over... Let's face it, Sing is really an accurate move. Having something physical would be great. What is your favorite dual-purpose gym in Gen 5, and why? Are you a big fan of the idea of having a restaurant where after you battle, instead of tipping the waiter, you can battle him? My first recommendation is a book called Nice to Meet You, Pokemon. The bookshelves for children's books are close to the entrance. Why do I need children's books? I'm a big, strong trainer that can't even walk up these stairs. This is the bookshelf for children's books. Sweets for Pokemon. No, that's not the one I'm looking for. Actually, let's take a look-see at my team quick. And Lapras, you are level 18 now. Paul, I want you to get a little experience. And what do we have here? Children's book. Nice to meet you, Mr. Pokemon. It's a fairy tale about a little boy who met a Pokemon for the first time in his life. He is with a small brown Pokemon. Memo between the pages. Pokemon trainers.
I am the gym leader, Lenora. I hid 4 memos in this library. Each of them has a question. Can you solve the questions and come find me? Now, this is the first question. What is the first Pokemon you met in this gym? The hint is on a bookshelf in the middle row. Now try and find it.
The first Pokemon we met in this gym was a Spinnerack. Biology of Pat Rat. I'm pretty sure that's what it's supposed to be, so let's read this book. Describes the biology of Pat Rats. They communicate with each other by movement of their tails. A Pat Rat raises its tail when it sees the enemy.
There's a memo on the back cover. As I thought that question was easy. Well, this is the second question. Flame burns inside his body, and it gives off smoke from his head when it runs. What is this book?
Hint is somebody may be reading it. So we have to go check out the other bookshelves.
Sounds... Let's see here. You found the second memo and you're looking for a book. What does the memo say?
Flame burns inside its body and it gives off smoke from its head while it runs. I'm reading a book about Tepig, but is this the book the correct answer?
Maybe? No? Wow, great, that's correct. The book I'm reading says it gives off flame from its nostrils. When it's not well, it can give off only smoke. It's slightly different from it gives off smoke from its head while it runs.
That is slightly different.
The answer to this memo may not be a living thing. Hee hee.
Okay. So this is the only other person reading a book in here.
I see. Oh, did you find the memo? Come here to look for this book. What does the memo say?
Flame burns inside his body and gives off smoke from its head while it runs. I'm reading a book called The Structure of a Locomotive. Is this book the correct answer? Gotta be, you're the only other one here.
Oh, that is correct. Flame burns inside his body and it gives off smoke from its head while it runs. That's exactly how a locomotive looks. Well, I'll let you read this book, but before that, it would be great for my research if we had a Pokemon battle.
Sure, I could use the experience. So busy people, I had a nice and relaxing weekend. Got a lot of videos edited, produced. This is one of those lock enders I was talking about. Do I want to risk Paul? Let's go for one Sing. Okay, you go for your X defend. Paul land the Sing, otherwise Lapras is coming in. Yep, Lapras. 100% Lapras. Iceberg, you gotta survive. We need you, Lapras. I hate electric types. I need something to counter them. Use a Swift. Okay. That did not do much, which is good. Let's go for a Body Slam. That's never going to miss. Could have gone for Confuse Ray, but I really think the best thing for us here is going to be to take him out as quickly as possible. Because of that. Lapras? Okay, that didn't do a ton. You could take another one of those if you have to. But we're going to go for the Ice Shard, and you shouldn't have to take another one. And do-do-do-do-do. Goodbye, Elekid. Or Elekid? Elekid. We defeated Rich Girl Jasmine.
I've never known anyone so powerful. My head is empty compared to yours.
Not my words.
Return the book to the shelf after reading. This is a rule when you read a book.
Okay. Let's look at this locomotive book. Flame burns inside his body and gives off smoke from his head while it runs off by using steam power. There's a memo on the back cover.
It's impressive. It's impressive you found this place. That's what I'd expect from a challenger like you. Well, this is the third question. If you heat up a pot, it'll be delicious. What is this? The hint is on the bookshelf closer to the entrance than here.
So not
You had something to do with Tepigs. That was hello, Mr. Pokemon. This is a bookshelf for the children's books. Sweets for Pokemon. Do you want to read this book? Sure. It describes delicious sweets made by berries heated in a pot. These sweets are called puffins, made from berries in the faraway Sinnoh region, and Pokemon love them. There's a memo on the cover. Did you manage to get here without being tricked by the questions? Now, this is the last question. From this bookshelf, move 2 backward, 1 to the left, 2 backward, and 1 to the left, 2 forward, and 1 to the right, and 1 backward. Now, where is it? I'm gonna guess it's gotta be here. So let's go ahead and talk to her. I'm wondering, did you see the last memo and come to see me? Okay, I'll give you the last question. Can you challenge a gym leader if you win against me? I can challenge her if I don't win against you. Teehee, that's correct. Well, here we go, trainer.
And this past weekend, I started playing Minecraft again, which is probably a huge mistake.
Hey, how's it going, Galahad King? Up past your bedtime and eating ice cream?
That sounds like a nice combo.
Welcome to the stream and thank you for joining.
But yeah, started building a tower in Minecraft and digging a mine, and I can't believe how rare the resources have been in Minecraft this playthrough for me. I've never had such a huge issue locating sugarcane, or I was down to bedrock before I found coal for the first time. We're trapped in a fire spin.
So Galahad King, what kind of ice cream are you eating? Is it your favorite flavor?
And we got a Nikata coming in. We should be good, Paul. Let's see what Paul can do for us. Ooh, a Harden. It's true. I played for like the entire weekend, pretty much at least 16 hours, and I had intended to stop playing around 9-10 o'clock, and I was up until like midnight playing it, like 2 nights straight, so it was bad. Vanilla with chocolate cover, that is a pretty good combo. I'm not gonna lie. Vanilla is a great classic flavor. Let's see here. Another Nikata. Let's get Blaster in there. Let him squirt some people with water. Fortunately, I haven't had to deal too much with the mobs yet. Taking on some zombies and some skeletons when I get stuck outside after dark. It definitely haven't had to deal with too many creepers. Only had one blow up part of my tower so far. It's kind of crazy how easy you can get lost in the jungle on Minecraft, even when you have a giant tower that's taller than the trees to guide you back home. That reminds me, I still gotta make my map in Minecraft.
You'll meet the gym leader soon. This is the last book. Now read the last book.
There's a lot of different varieties of Chainlocke. The one I'm playing is a set of rules I saw a PokeTuber called Game Boy Luke play. The way it works is you can only catch Pokemon to add onto your team as one that matches a type that's in your party. So since I have a Psychic, Water, Ice, Flying, and Normal in my party, those are the only types of Pokemon I can catch right now, and I can keep adding more types on that I can catch by catching new Pokemon. And I can switch them into my PC whenever I want. The only rule is I can only catch Pokemon of a type that's in my party currently. It's a pretty fun and challenging set of rules. Depending on what Pokemon you start with, you could have a really hard time with it. Started Chainlocke with a Magnezone one time, and since Steel and Electric are kind of a rare type, I was halfway through the game before I found something I could add onto the party. And I was so over leveled since I was running with only one Pokemon that I pretty much took it out. It's been a really long time since I used coordinates in Minecraft. I don't exactly remember how to bring them up. I know it's one of the F keys, right? Let's see here. What else is going on? Work has been kind of meh, somewhat crazy lately. Had a lady cussing me up and down yesterday because her provider hadn't submitted one of her medical claims for like 2 years. I haven't watched Brett and Nate. Is that Nate Wants to Battle, or is that a different one? I've seen Nate Wants to Battle before. Let's go ahead and save before we take on Lenora, because we just spent 25 minutes getting to her. Really don't want to redo that if the game should crash. And let's see what types of Pokemon Lenora has for us. Hopefully not electric types. Welcome. The director of the Nakrane Museum and Nakrane's gym leader is me, Lenora. Well then, Challenger, I'm going to research how you battle with the Pokemon you've so lovingly raised. Not a lot of introduction. Sweet. Let's go ahead and take on Leo. Nate Wants to Battle is pretty cool. Seen some of his playthroughs and some of the other games he's played. I know he's good friends with Shady Penguin. Yeah, Wonderlocks are kind of fun. I need to get a capture card before I can try and do that. But I've done those just for fun before, and you can get some really crazy things in your team. And I know I've seen Game Boy Luke and Patters do a Wonderlock versus in... No, it wasn't Patters, it was King Nappy. Or actually, I think Patters and Game Boy Luke did a Wonderlock versus too. But anyway, it was interesting because the one I was thinking of was King Nappy, and he seemed to be having some pretty bad luck with the types he was getting traded to him, and Luke was getting a lot of really good stuff. I can't remember who won that one. It was a while ago. But yeah, Luke's the only one I've ever seen do a Chainlocke, and we are going to switch Paul out of here because we do not want to lose our flying type connection to a Mantike. I know I've seen a lot of people use Mantike with Eviolite, and they're pretty tough little buggers. So I am totally getting excited to go to a Ren Fair sometime in the next upcoming couple months. My wife and I got tickets to the Bristol City Ren Fair. At a Ren Fair, it's like medieval times type of a feel. They have all sorts of little shops with cool like weapons and swords and hats and all sorts of fun little crafts that people have done. I know that when we watched a jousting competition, and some acrobats that did some really fun juggling, and they juggled each other and the audience and did dangerous things. And I meant to go for Confuse Ray. I need to slow down a little bit, but I think we'll be okay. Oh no, we lost our Deep Sea Tooth. I'm pretty sure I've seen Jester hats there, Galad King. I know when I went, I didn't expect things to be nearly as expensive as they did, so I didn't bring enough money along to really buy anything. There was some really cool sets of armor I would have loved to buy, but those were like $2,000–$3,000. Going to be having a little more money along with me this time. Probably not going to get anything too crazy. Where are you from, Galad King? I know Bristol City Ren Fair is like on the very bottom of Wisconsin, close to the Illinois border. But I'm sure there's probably one that's close to wherever you're at as well. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I think they had a place where they had supposedly beggars mud wrestling. Didn't get to see that show, but it's supposedly one of the most popular ones there. My wife got a really cool painted fan. We got to see the queen of the show. The Philippines. That one might be a little tougher to find. But I'm sure they got one somewhere in your area. Oh, that's a bummer. Sorry to hear that. But if you're ever in the Wisconsin area during the summer, I think Ren Fair only goes from July through August or possibly early September. Definitely check it out. It's pretty awesome. What else did we see there? It's been a couple of years since we went, but got to see the Queen trying to pick out who the captain of her fleet was going to be. Got to see just all sorts of people dressed up in medieval costumes. Saw people dressed up with steampunk, which is kind of like high-tech Renaissance clothing. A lot of hats with goggles and that sort of thing. But yeah, if you ever get a chance to see one, I definitely suggest going. It was a lot of fun. Why hasn't this Lickitung gone down yet? I just want the badge and my TM so I can go. And a water pulse. I'm not sure if there was an Excalibur contest. Unfortunately, it took my wife and a while to figure out that we should be looking at the... I don't remember seeing that, but they might. I know there was a lot of stuff and we didn't get to see it all because we were only there for a couple hours. We're definitely planning it out better this time. We're going to be getting a hotel room on Friday through Sunday so that we have more time to walk around on Saturday.
Your fighting style is so enchanting. It is charming. You are a Pokemon trainer worthy of receiving this basic badge.
And there we go. We have the basic badge, which ironically looks like the spine of a book. I really do love the way they add badges into your case in this game. It's pretty epic. And let's see where TM.
If you have 2 badges, traded Pokemon up to level 30 will obey you. Here, I also want you to have this TM.
Water Pulse. More water type moves. You know, Water Pulse is a good move. I'm not going to complain about that.
Retaliate does a lot more damage if an ally fainted the turn before you use it. If you master the timing, you can defeat even strong opponents. Dear, come quickly. Team Plasma is threatening to steal some bones. What? What's going on? Bork, you come too.
But I want to know what this rock over here is. Is this something I can have? Nope. Okay. I suppose let's go help out then. If I can find the staircase. Found it. And I really love Renaissance and the medieval times. When I'm a writer. When I started writing, I wanted all my books to be medieval times. Is Water Pulse 100% or always hit? I didn't realize that. I know it has a chance to confuse. Okay. So you've come, Gym Leader. We, Team Plasma, claim this museum's dragon skull in the name of Pokemon Liberation. To show you we're serious, we'll steal it right before your eyes. Well then, here's our smokescreen. Thanks for announcing your strategy. Let's use Whirlwind to get rid of it? I don't know. Oh, well that's pretty awesome. I might have to teach that to Blastoise over Bubble. And possibly Smeargle over Water Gun.
What's going on? Oh, we have to go after them. And by we, you really mean me. So let's use our TM quick.